Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Saturday number 28 day for this month of October 2023. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense pass king, Mr. No Connie. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program who will bring una the truth, will bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people at home and abroad, and those in refugee camps and IDPs, and Ambazonians of goodwill, una shalom, happy weekend, happy Saturday. We start with very good news as our people them that begin to react from kribi, where they did work for farm them. It show now how powerful our communication it be received and the influence who they get them within those community. A lot of people didn't realize what they actually go on. We don't get a lot of tales. I think we'll broadcast one of those phone conversation with our people where they work for kribi, for those plantation, the way the Cameroon government they operate on for day. They don't even bring Chinese equipment them as well for those areas. We're going to bring them with much more. It look like they deliberately need to pay CDC worker them where they be the work even though it be banned, so that they go to give them incentive instead for crossover for La Republic, for begin work for places they could fit control them and for eventually cut off the leverage will get them where CDC they provide them for we. We will continue to encourage our people them for understand and wise up. Make una come out for La Republic. The small money way they work on for inside kribi, Eboloa, and all those plantation them, it need to help their family in any significant way. Not just modern day slavery. Ambazonians are better off working in their own farm, doing subsistence agriculture to feed their family and buy basic necessity, and trading with our borders, about bordering territories like Biafra people and Nigeria people. It could be much more better, because collectively, not the only way that we'll get freedom, not the only way that we'll get progress for relieve our people from the situation where they don't find themselves in destitution, no human right at all, no dignity, and in a police state. Would also get very good feedback, even much better now for our cocoa producer them. Most of them be very happy, so that may collectively make we react. So one day be the complaint say no be all man they follow the law. So one person go follow law, another man go to sell and steal for La Republic. Would it talk to me people then collect with the names and data, address, village address for the people them way they see sell cocoa for La Republic. When I send them for me, I go take them, I go know what to go do with them. For another news, we get very good news and big diplomatic update. Would want to announce and say the team of Ayuk TABE, waiting there for inside prison, they don't get a meeting, a series of meeting with representatives then for the Cameroon government. This is very good, and this is what we have been advocating for. After the Canadian failed talks, this is the only alternative for us to regain the trust for the international community, where they then begin see our struggle as being plagued by radicals and extremism with no more reasoning. We no get choice. This is not what we wanted to do. This is not what we love to do, but it is something we need to do. So I want to applaud Seseko Ayuk TABE and a team with the courage where they then meet up the Cameroon government. All these now very important diplomatic maneuver them who will get for use them now for our benefit. For meet up the enemy, for talk for the enemy, no be for give in, no be for surrender, but na a smart way for undermine them. Even La Republic no go be happy, so we don't be able to put over our own anger, for meet up with them, for fight for our people them. Such engagement will make them possible for we get the type of international support and backing for push Cameroon for negotiation table. We know if we continue to give any excuse for La Republic to Cameroon, for continue to kill our people them, and for continue to extend this war, for keep our people their life in suspense. It is not meeting them to make any arrangement. It is not meeting them to draw any conclusion. These such actions are a sign of moderation. And Naiwe would call for moderation within our struggle, for show and for come out of a mentality will then be bunkered in by those who then be delusional, people the way they then force radical, unrealistic, unsound legal ideas for our general public. Ambazonian need to know our reality, we need to know our trajectory, we need to know our dreams, our aspiration, and know how to move from one place to another. This struggle no go be won by delusional illiterates, political illiterates who are just riding along with the crowd. We need steady leadership that is capable of having diplomatic maneuver for the interest of Ambazonia and to be able to translate our aspiration into tangible progress to our people that will improve their life, move towards independence or even independence itself. We must walk back from talking to ourselves, from impressing ourselves, to fight for our people and to establish the dreams of our people. As I don't talk, I go talk them again 1,000 times so that make our people then understand. The fact say we will be done to go be tied up with the idea so we want not only independence or nothing. It be the work now for poor beer a favor. Because poor beer they talk say if now our standard, the thing where it take and talk and for people then I say any man where it tolerate or even try for push for negotiation, it means say it indirectly support Ambazonian independence. And it be impossible for any intervention for happen or any third party for come inside if the person it will be seen as supporting one side. So when we talk so we'll be flexible or we need to show our hand all entirely, it make a move we project this struggle for some smart way the international community could talk say we must talk with the people. Now when be the problem. We already know say La Republique their stance then they and their red line then they will no fit cross them. What strategy now for be able to discuss the root causes them for this problem with La Republique in an international fora where you go fit bring solution. How for catch the monkey, we need to know how to use small trick them for catch this monkey. Would it be handicap when we become so radicalized? Where would it alienate everybody, including the tools them where we will need them for we to liberate ourselves. We need to come out of that mentality and be reasonable and be able to have space to debate and to push an agenda and approaches where we go fit help our people. After all, they fight now for our land. The Ambazonian People's Right Advocative Platform, it will continue for the push for a moderate stance with the hope that it will be a strategy to finally catch this monkey. Our proposition for an autonomy as a temporary fix that will secure our territorial integrity, protect our sovereignty, give our people the right of self-determination to be able to vote for their own government, have their own flag and their international personality so that in the future we can have outright independence is the approach that we believe at this moment, at this stage, everything being the way it is within our liberation struggle that we have to go. 3 other Ambazonian organizations, major organizations, have also aligned, and together we are going to save the day. We are going to save our people. We are going to protect human life, sanctity, and give our people a time to be able to develop, free themselves from this restriction of Cameroon military, pull the Cameroon army away from our territory, our land, give our boys a chance to breathe, a chance to live with their population, return the dignity of our people back to them and give them a sense of justice where they will not live in fear of Cameroon brutality with impunity, where the Cameroon army, police, gendarme can walk into anybody's house, walk into any bar, kill anybody at will and go away with freedom. We will put an end to Cameroon repression. We will put an end in Cameroon governance in Ambazonia. Our people must know this, and this is the right thing to do. There is no other alternative at this moment. And any other person who wants to put our people on a path of suicide are not doing so out of reasoning. They don't have any attainable plan. They are doing so for their own ego, their own groups and delusion of positions that they dream or leadership of dominance that they would one day have in Ambazonia. It will never happen. Our people have 2 things that we cannot compromise and that we must defend at all costs. 1 is our independence. 2 is our territorial integrity. Those who say that independence and nothing else and they will not even entertain anything. They will even give advantage to Biya because their stance is self-defeating, it is suicidal. They are putting our independence at risk because if you follow such people who don't have any plan, who have been rejected by the international community, banned by the international community, sanctioned by the international community, under investigation for war crimes, eventually they will go to prison. They will be arrested. They would have wasted all the valiant soldiers we have in Ground Zero. At that time, La Republique will not even listen to us. We will have no leverage. The war will be working with La Republique. As we speak, the European Union is already discussing to release 10 million euro to the Cameroon army. It is because of our job as moderate to fight for them to make sure that none of that money or the soldiers that benefit from that money will come to Ambazonia to fight our people. It is not the hardliners who are doing diplomacy. They don't talk to anybody. Nobody listens to them. They are all criminals, not by implication or what they are doing for Ambazonia, for what they are doing against Ambazonia. So our people should be sure that these people are risking our independence, because if they lead us to a total loss and we lost this war, the Cameroon government will make sure that the idea of Ambazonia, our nationalism, will be wiped off our territory so much that they will even drive away our people, make sure that our education system will even be worse than we can imagine, like what we are seeing in Myanmar, which is something we cannot risk it. We cannot allow that to happen. We cannot allow ourselves to lose this war. So the only way to protect our country, our territorial integrity from being lost forever by these lunatics is for us to be able to be concessionary, moderate, and secure our independence in the future by having realistic and attainable goal in the present. We cannot fight this war for the next 20 years, but Cameroon can fight this war for the next 50 years. We must know our strength, we must know our capability and the time that we can have to maneuver the difficult diplomatic issues and see even our limitation. We have tried Ground Zero leadership, we have tried everything, and we know what can work and we know what cannot work. We want result, and that is result we are going to fight for. We are going to give result to you. All the network of the Ambazonian People's Rights Advocative Platform, we are dedicated for result, tangible result to give our people for their independence, tangible result to give our people to secure their territorial integrity, their sovereignty, tangible results to give our people for their identity. These are the things we cannot compromise about. Our people's identity needs to be secured. Who can secure it? It is up to you. As for me and the people I represent in my network in Ground Zero and in the diaspora, we are dedicated to bring solution to our people, and we are ready to take the bullet for you, and we'll fight it with all our life, with all our soul, because your life is important, your aspiration is important for us, and we will fight for it until we make progress and until we win to give you the maximum result that we can. We must also intensify the fighting on Ground Zero. We must also make sure that our fighting focus against the enemy, not against our people, because anything that helps Cameroon only limit our chances. No matter what progress we are making in the diplomatic realm, if we are not effective in Ground Zero, it will stop. That is why I believe in the support of all groups, all, including the ADF, ARF, APLC, any group in Ground Zero that carries arms. We must support them. We must correct them when they are making mistakes, but we must all support all of them. They are not our enemy. They may be doing something that we need correction, but they are not the enemy. We have one enemy, is Paul Biya and his regime. Two are his close collaborators and those who are blacklegs. Make no mistake, the blacklegs are the enemies. These are not innocent people. These are people with blood in their hands. I'm not talking of fake blacklegs or people who are being victimized in the name of blacklegs. Those who victimize people in the name of blacklegs, who are committing murder in the name of blacklegs, are more worse than the blacklegs because they are the father of blacklegs. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.